Okay, so I'm going to start with a rectangle, and I always like to draw things big and then I can shrink them down. Just for fun, color it, make one for curves, and I'm turning this into a flag. The first thing I'm going to do, and that'll be on the instruction worksheet, is I need to create anchor points. So I'm going to my anchor point tool that has a plus sign, and it says add anchor point when I hover over it. And I'm creating 3 points. I'll enlarge this so you can see it. So I created 3 anchor points that can be manipulated. So when they're white, can you see how when I click on this edge, they're white, so I can drag that in. If I accidentally click on my square, my anchor points all turn blue, so that means they're closed. I cannot edit those anchor points. I have to click off of my image, so nothing's selected, click on the path. I don't want to click on the object itself, click on the path, and then my anchor point's white again, and then I can change it. So the first one I'm going to bring in, that gives me the V of my flag. The next one I'm going to is curve it, so I'm going to grab my round or my anchor point tool that converts and just create a wave in that flag, and then I'm going to come down to the 3rd anchor point I created and just match that wave, and now I have my flag shape. View, fit all in window. Okay, my flag's really big and I want to shrink it down so I have more room to work, so I'm going to go ahead and got my flag there. Now I need to make a clover. So I'm going to grab my rectangle tool again. If I am dragging with my rectangle tool and hold shift, it will make it a perfect square. I don't have to try to make it a perfect square. I'll zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, again, I need to add anchor points. The anchor points are already in the corner, so I don't need to add them there. I just need to add them to the side so I can manipulate those sides with my white arrow tool. Grab my white arrow tool, and I'm just going to drag these toward the center, and it's going to make it a 4-point star. It looks kind of like a Xbox logo. And then I want to round those corners so it doesn't look like a X anymore. It looks like a clover. And just watch which way, you can see which way you'll drag it to make it a leaf. Now I have my clover. It's a little big, so let's shrink it down. Okay, one thing that's kind of fun is now I have my pen tool. You guys should be pretty good at your pen tool. I'm going to draw a stem for my clover. Just by creating a shape. I can rotate right there. See how I get that little arrow that rotates? Drag this over. Okay, if you'd stop clicking on your mouse, you don't just use this. Okay, then I want to join these. Right here I have a Pathfinder tool, so I'm just going to join those. You don't have to do it, just kind of fun. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a stroke weight on there. Okay, so those are the basic shapes, and you can add details. So once you're finished, again, go ahead and add details. So like for this one, I'm going to make it a flagpole. Thicken the stroke weight so it's a little more interesting. Maybe make a little circle on the top. So if you finish early, always add to your stuff. And then arrange, bring that to the front.